purpose of emasculating our husbands and emasculating men in our lives is because we don't want them to be successful.
Welcome. This is the Cut to the Chase podcast show. I'm your host, the Bowie Knife, with my co-host, Jake Kim. We'll give you that real chop, you understand that? We discuss sports, entertainment, current events, food, and just common sense. Tune in and subscribe.
Is because we don't want them to be successful. And I had to see this about myself and my marriage, that unconsciously, before I got it pointed out and before I could see it, I wanted my husband to fail, because that allowed me to feel stronger and in control in the relationship. And I was terrified that if he got strong in himself and he was successful and he went for his own dreams and his own goals, that he would leave.
Wow. There's a lot to unpack there. This is the Bowie Knife, Cut to the Chase. Here to give you that real chop. Wow, that was something else. Okay, everybody, on your way to work today, I want you to listen to your OG partner. Just tell some stories and some samples and examples. OG. Today's topic is called Sabotage. Sabotage. Man, let's get into it. So anyway, a little bit about me. I just started doing this radio show, but I used to be like an underground, independent rapper promoter. I did underground shows for over 20 years, right? For the young people, that's how I did. That was like my service to the youth and stuff. I helped them out, give them good advice, mentor them, tutor them, work with them, show them how to do business. But anyway, be a lot of young men, talented young men. And they'd come to my shows, they'd come to my studio, and they'd do business with me. I'd make flyers for them and stuff. And a lot of them didn't make it, man. I mean, I'm not talking about being like a Jay-Z or Tupac. I'm talking about just continuing with the dream, man. They just fell off. And the ones that usually fell off is because they're in a relationship and it couldn't sustain that activity. And a lot of them got their lady because they were rappers and the ladies were infatuated with them and they had goals and they had these dreams of, and they were talented and they were driven. And so they latch onto these guys, and then as they slowly start matriculating to their goal, they start sabotaging them. Right? And I can see it. They can. When you're in love, or mostly you just sexing each other and paying bills together, you don't see the fog. It's like fog. You're in fog and you don't see it around you, but when you step out of it and you look back, you go, oh man, that was foggy back there. I didn't realize it. So that's what's going on with them. So they come to my studio, man, and I'd be like, what you bring your girl for, man? And I'm straight as narrow. I'm straight up and down like 6 o'clock, man. I like chicks, right? So let's just get that out the way. I'm not asking you why you bring a girl because I'm trying to flirt with you or nothing. I already know what's gonna happen. Like, she's gonna make it about her, and she's gonna start needing stuff, and she's gonna mess up the whole chemistry. Now, you ladies out there, I can feel your estrogen coming through my headphones right now. You're gonna have me do it too, man. I know words. I know, whatever. Right now, I'm a guy talking in the perspective of a guy to probably guys. Hey, you're just listening. So continue to do that. So there's guys that probably do that too. But we're talking about the ladies. And this lady who was just talking said she was terrified. Terrified. Understand that? She used the word terrified. Like, she almost couldn't even function thinking about the idea of this guy following his dreams and succeeding. She just knew that he was just gonna leave, and she said subconsciously. And I can imagine a lot of people go through that, male and female. Insecurities. There's, I'm bumping the mic. Maybe just take it all the way back. Okay. let's say when you meet your significant other, your friend, boyfriend, girlfriend, whatever, right? You usually start off, you see him somewhere, you probably come across him more than once. Sometimes it's like, whoa, look at that one, and you connect right then and there, grocery store or somewhere, at school or somewhere at work. And you like the way they look and their personality and interaction, and you hit it off, right? And you spend time, you guys are both on your best behavior, right? And you end up becoming intimate and more close, and you end up developing a relationship, right? It's only natural to think that this person has your interest, your best interest at heart. Because, they're messing around with your pee-pee, man. You know what I mean? Like, how could they not? They make me feel good, man. I got all these feelings coming out, when I'm around this person. So they gotta be looking out, want me to succeed, to be the best I can be. Okay. With that being said, a lot of times when you're young, you don't realize that you may not have been raised to say that your upbringing may have been different. Feel me? And it'll come out eventually. You just have to be prepared to recognize it. You might have had a stable household, ate dinner at 6 or 7 every night, breakfast in the morning, refrigerator full of food, didn't have to move, all the utilities were on all the time. You had clothes that fit, that weren't handed down. Hold on, let me change this music. Time. So anyway, back to my point. You might have had all those normal things that are a blessing to you. And then the person that you are intimate and have feelings for now may not have had all of that. And they are functioning and you're attracted to them, but they may not have had a stable home. They may not have had a dad that had the disciplinary role. They may not have had a good example of a mom, Those things are important, and they show up later on in the form of insecurities, right? And so this person could have deeply hit insecurities, especially chicks. And I understand, ladies, you like to say, oh, no, men too. I understand. You have a horrible way of defending women even when you know that they're wrong or they have these problems, man. And insecurities can materialize itself when you need people in tough situations and they don't show up. Because they either don't feel like they can do it, the moment's too big for them, they get anxiety, or they subconsciously don't want you to succeed, they want you to fail. Sabotage. Because if you succeed, somehow or somewhere it makes them feel bad. Your success is a nightmare. Your peace and accomplishing your goals is terrifying to some people. Because, maybe they're at home, one of their parents got a nice job and couldn't stand the other parent and left, and it left a scar, mental scar, whatever it is. Here's another example. I gotta keep going, because I want to make sure I say this. I'm also a real estate property manager, investor, or whatever. And my best tenants that pay on time, don't have a problem with, don't have to chase them around, give them pay or quit notices, are single men. And I say that from experience. I don't care what anybody says. A single man asleep on an air mattress with a 20-inch TV he got from the pawn shop or Goodwill with the brand new PlayStation game attached to it and pay his rent on time every month. One of my tenants paid a week early every month. Those married people, oh my God. Wife always stops working. Always stops working. She comes in, short of paychecks, always stops working. The husband's going crazy, trying to sustain a certain quality of life. And then I end up having to give them notices. They're telling me, oh man, my wife, dude, come on, man. Yeah, man. Sometimes you're in a relationship where you got a person that's a saboteur. So, hey, my suggestion, my advice to you is look them straight in the face and say, hey, look, I love you, but I'm expect you to step up. We can't step up, then how we gonna work this out? So you either can or we gonna have to work something out. Right? Have a real talk. So, hey man, this is the Bowie knife. Cut to the chase. We give you that real chop. Today's topic was about sabotage. You drive to work safe, do something good, and God bless. Back to this coffee, we're gonna turn on J Poo. Oh yeah.
It's the Hood Chef J Poo // Hey, look here, man. We're in the supermarket, man, getting it fresh. I'm about to get a bite right here in Sacramento, man. Fresh out the store, man. The Rancho Market, man. Look, come check it out, man. Look, pick your own, fry your own. Let's go eat.